Hello everyone, it's Magdalena, Wolf of Coins. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I will do a review of a deck that I got a review copy of from Llewellyn Publishing. And this is the Lustrous Lenormand by very well-known artist Ciro Marchetti. So this is the huge box that it comes in. Look at that. Here we see symbols of traditional playing cards, right? There are cups, there are hearts, there are acorns, there are leaves. So this is a bit a mixture because cups and hearts are the same, right? Well, it's a bit of a mixture, but on the cards themselves we get the traditional French symbols of hearts, diamonds, clubs and spades. So the box, it has this magnetic opening here, flap, and there's a pretty big guidebook inside, which is created by Toni, Savory and Ciro. And it's in full color. Each card has... Yeah, maybe I'll start with the book, because the book is, as you can see, it's not a little white book. It's a full-blown guidebook for the deck, and it's all in English. And there are the cards, so if you're only interested in the cards, I will try and put a mark on when I start with the cards. This is how the box looks inside. So, this is actually my first ever deck by Ciro Marchetti. I'm pretty excited because I've never had any of his decks. So, in the guidebook, you have a big colorful picture of the card, and you have core meaning and type. So it's inauspicious or auspicious, I presume. Oh, well, there are also neutral cards. And it gives you meanings for like a traditional meaning, imagery, how it relates to your work situation and to your love situation, health, daily advice, and tips. Then also keywords. So I really love this because not only does it give you the traditional meaning, which is really like traditional meaning from old writings that we know, and this is the style that I, for example, learned from Björn Moiris's books. Not the modern Lenormand, where readers seem to blend some meanings of the cards with tarot, like they blend, for example, the moon with the tarot moon card, which is not accurate at all when it comes to those traditional meanings. Yeah, see? There's the moon, traditional meaning, a sign of great honor, fortune and fame, if close to the person. So moon promises that we will indeed be noticed, heard, and will be acknowledged. So this is completely not the tarot meaning of the moon card, right? So this card in Lenormand is not about emotions and feminine energy and stuff like that. I mean, you can go there from your basic meaning, but this is the basic meaning. Being acknowledged, given some awards and stuff like that. Being appreciated. So, of course, you can, when you are reading, you follow your intuition and you see that, for example, the situation is about things happening at night or sleeping patterns or whatever. But the basic, you don't start with the tarot meaning, you start with the Lenormand meaning. And I really love it. This is a great plus of this guidebook for me. It's a great reference too. Very aesthetically pleasing, and I like that a lot. So yeah, auspicious card. So like positive, negative, and neutral, like in classic Lenormand. There are also additional cards that I will show you later. So there are 44 in total. And there is like a chapter on how to read. And there are examples and how to interpret and people cards. Here you pay attention to the gaze. This is not how I read, to the direction where they are looking. This is not how I read Lenormand, but this is certainly a technique you can use. Okay, 1 card spread, a card a day. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Lenormand 1 card draws, just because these cards work the best in context. But still, you have meanings for, where was it? Daily advice. So you can try it out. 3 card spread, 6 card spread, 9 card spread. This is this little tableau. When you're not yet reading the grand tableau, but you want to like go step higher from the 3 card readings, this is a good way to start. And there is the grand tableau in this guidebook. And it also like traditionally tells you how you start interpreting the grand tableau, and depending on the position of the significator in the tableau, and so on and so forth. There is an example, or even more. Oh, yeah, so you have the 4 rows of 9 cards, or 4 rows of 8 plus 4. This is the one that I prefer, but certainly both of these are very good for reading. Yeah, it also gives you info like what to do when you do same-sex relationships, because there are 2 male cards and 2 female cards that you can choose from. So this is handy, certainly. And yeah, this is pretty detailed. I like it. This is maybe this is not a Lenormand textbook, but it is a great reference book, and I'm really impressed by how thorough this is for a guidebook like accompanying a deck. Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed by the thoroughness of it, and I will be studying this more in depth, because it's always interesting to look at new techniques that you can add to your toolbox. See? So there are all those steps in which you interpret the grand tableau. And clusters. Oh, that's awesome. The clusters are great. In Björn Moiresi's books, he talks about clusters, and this is so helpful. I recommend you to check out the technique of clusters. I actually have, I think there are like 2-part video on interpreting a grand tableau in his way of reading. I have it somewhere on my channel. I'll try to link it. And this is quick start Lenormand keyword. So it tells you whether it's an auspicious, neutral, or inauspicious card. Keyword for each card. Also great reference. And yeah, that's really a lot of information. So I really like the guidebook. You can tell that there has been a lot of thought and work put into creating this book. And it's pretty thick. How many? Yeah, it has 185 pages. Okay, I had to turn on the light because our November weather is very November-y, so I was afraid that you won't see the colors clearly, and these are very vibrant cards. So, sorry for the glare. Sorry for the glare. I will try and avoid it as much as I can. So first of all, what we see here is that the size is really nice. I will show you the classical Blue Owl deck. And of course it's smaller because it is a pretty small deck. However, the width is very similar and the cards are not too big. They are not too huge, so the grand tableau won't be too grand for your table. They're a bit taller than your regular deck of Lenormand. So we have everything here. We have the number, we have the playing card, we have the name in English, and we have those hearts here. So I'm wondering what the cups are. Well, anyway, this is the rider, a very clear image. Oh, okay, cups are diamonds here. Interesting. I would expect them to be bells because in the German version of playing cards we have hearts, bells, acorns, and leaves. I wonder where the cup comes from. If you know, please let me know. So again, loving this image. Is very clear, very easy to spot in the reading. The ship is the flying ship from the cover of the guidebook. So yeah, so the spades are leaves here. The house, very easily understandable image, which is very important in Lenormand. The tree with those toadstools here, very cute. Haha, clouds have this thunder here, the lightning, and they have the dark side here and the lighter side here, which is important in some techniques of reading. Then the snake, again very clear. Coffin, bouquet or flowers, scythe. I like the faces of the court cards. They are so like chill. Whip, birds, and we have a choice between owls because there is a tradition of owl birds cards starting from the Blue Owl deck, and here there are always owls, so that's why in some decks you can pick whether you have different birds or some kind of birds or owls. In the original deck, which is this one, it's actually one bird and it is a canary, as far as I remember. See? It's yellow. Anyway, I would probably use these birds for my deck, so I will put this aside for now. The child also, very clear image. I'm loving this. The fox is so pretty, so foxy. Bear. And here there will be a series of cards soon that I'm not, well, they are okay, but I would prefer them to be clearer. So we get this observatory machine, this globe, or I don't know exactly what it is. And this pulls the eye instantly. There is this star here, and there are those like constellations, but still, this is something you see the moment you lay eyes on the card. And this is similar to, for example, the moon card. So this is the only qualm I have here, actually, in this deck, I think. Well, there will be something more, one little thing more, but yeah. It's okay when you do a 3-card reading, but in the tableau, when you want to like see everything at a glance, this might be a teeny tiny bit confusing. But other than that, the images are beautifully clear, which I love. Stork, dog, our friend, tower, very pretty and mysterious. Garden with the traditional gazebo thingy. Mountain. So here we have not crossroads or road, but we have choice. But still we have these 2 paths we can choose from. Then there is mice, but we have only 1 mouse. Very cute and evil in this deck. I mean, the Lenormand meaning is not positive. I really love the heart. Not only because it is so beautiful, but also because in the tableau you will see instantly where the heart is. You will see this purple, this ruby color, and you will instantly know that's the heart card. Then the ring, it's a bit funny because it's as a planet ring. So I suppose it will take a bit getting used to, because you at the first glance you might think it's the stars card because there's the starry sky. But yeah, the ring is big enough that you should probably get used to it fast. Book. Very clear. Letter. There's the letter. I love this ink pot. Oh, so beautiful. And the quill. So we get the man card and the gentleman card. So I mentioned before, when you're doing same-sex reading, then you can, instead of the woman card, you can include the gentleman. So there's like a younger guy and this pretty vest. I love his vest. And this older guy with silver hair, silver beard. And then we get woman and a lady. So can you guess what my complaint is here? Well, indeed, it is the age thing. Because why do we get an older guy and we get 2 young women? Like, mature women don't get readings or what? This is what I don't like. What is really present in nowadays, well, not only nowadays, in cinema, it is so common for only young women to be heroines and partners to older men. So I don't like this theme. this direction. But other than that, of course, very clear cards, very pretty. Then lilies. And what I really wanted to pay attention here, again, these are the traditional meanings. Lilies originally mean virtue. They don't mean sex. They mean satisfaction, happiness, virtue. And if it is beneath the significator, this is lack of virtue. Meaning, for example, someone is deceitful or naughty. So I'm pretty impressed that they went with they didn't go with the mainstream meanings here. Okay, the sun, and there is this, as I understand it, Aztec calendar here, very beautiful. Then the moon that I already talked about. The key is huge and clear. Love it. The fish are so beautiful. Anchor. Cross. Well, it is in the shape of the door. It's intriguing, but still the cross is present here. And we're done with the traditional 36 cards, and then we get additional cards of time, well, dice, compass, bridge, masks, labyrinth, and closer look with this QR code here. Interesting. My phone doesn't agree to read the QR code, so I didn't check what it leads to. You can do that and tell me. So I can quickly show you what more or less the additional cards are about. I wonder, if there are so many cards, how do you go about the grand tableau? But anyway, you can have a peek here, because their more detailed description is further in the guidebook, but just so that you get the gist of it. These are the additional cards. And what else can I say? I love this deck. I really, really do. I like that it is not too big. I like the cardstock. It's not too matte to be sticky. See? Oh, that sound. This is how they shuffle. The corners are round so they don't hurt your fingers. And yeah, thank you so much to Llewellyn for this review copy. I love this deck. I'm excited to have my first Ciro Marchetti deck. And I'm looking forward to using this deck for my readings. Please let me know how you like the deck, what you think about it. Are you interested in buying it? And any comment that you come up with, I will gladly read. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.